3, 2, 1.
What's happening, Toku Nation, and welcome to a brand new video on the Power Rangers Rastro channel. And today we're going to be talking about Samurai Sentai Shinkenger. And honestly, from the very beginning, I loved this show. As soon as I started watching, as soon as the first episode hit, as soon as the intro, which is amazing, plays, I'm just like, yes, let's get into this. And what we're going to do here is I'm going to get into the things I disliked and the things I liked later. And if you haven't already, be sure to subscribe and hit like on this video. And also comment down below, what's your favorite episode of Shinkenger? Also, what Sentai I should review after Gokaiger. I'm thinking about doing Ryu Soldier after that, but no promises. So with that being said, let's get into it. Now, on to the things that I did not like as much. I don't really think that the villains had a lot going for them, honestly. I mean, it's about to hit 2010s with Sentai, but honestly, the villains don't really have too much going for them, especially our big bad, who kind of just sits around getting drunk and just yelling orders at people while getting angry that the Shinkengers are beating him. Honestly, it's like, he looks cool, he looks intimidating, but kind of wish we saw more of him doing stuff, you know? And I have this thing where I think villains are more threatening when they're actually doing stuff to actually, mess with the heroes. Which is why, near the end, things are actually getting a lot more interesting, since he finally gets off the boat, he can finally move around, and he can finally do stuff. I mean, the reason why he doesn't leave the boat a lot sooner makes a lot of sense, but it does kind of hinder his character for me, honestly. But, I mean, the monster designs are so cool, which I'm going to get into the positive part, but on the villain side, not too much to say other than Dayu and Juzo. Almost said Decker. But, yeah, we're going to get into the positives now, because there's not a lot to say for the negatives since I liked so much about this show. On to the positives! The positive number one, the team. The team, runs the show, and it's so great to see everybody, interacting, just, living together, and seeing everybody's growth throughout the show, especially with Takeru and Chiaki. Everybody here feels like they're developed pretty well, and even those that don't get a lot of development still feel different from the beginning. Like the first time we see them, on the way to the end, last time we see them. And my favorite character here is Genta, who is our comedic sixth ranger. Even though Rinosuke is kind of the comic relief, sometimes Chiaki is the comic relief. But honestly, I guess the characters that are comic relief, and I found Genta to be funny. I know a lot of people don't really like him because he can be a bit annoying, but honestly, I don't care because he's awesome. And I love everybody here. I love Takeru, I love Rinosuke, I love Chiaki, I love Konoha, I love Mako. Everybody here is great. Even Karu, who doesn't really come in until late in the game, but honestly, it's a Sentai show. Obviously, the big secret is not gonna play that big of a role until the end, which honestly, I don't mind. Now, on to Juzo and Dayu. I like them too. Their backstory is kind of tragic in a way that kind of makes me feel sorry for them, but at the same time, I'm just like, yeah, I kind of had this coming to them. Ooh, that's gonna give me little flags. But anyways, their characters are pretty cool. They got some cool fight scenes with the Rangers, especially Juzo and Takeru, who fight quite a bit in this show. Not just that one time, but a few more times, and in the fight near the finale, that was cool. Love that fight, and how Takeru almost fell to corruption, but his team comes in, even if Karu is supposed to be the real Red Ranger, he is still their Red Ranger, and they will still like trust him and care about him. So that's why they like went out there and tried to stop the whole fight, and they do, and Takaru is still human, which is dope. Also, I do find it really funny that a 14-year-old basically adopted a 19-year-old. That's comedic gold. That's hilarious. But then we get into the other stuff that Shinkenger has to offer, which are like fight scenes. The fight scenes are amazingly choreographed. CGI sparks are here to fly across the screen, and I don't mind. I know some people find it annoying, but when you watch Power Rangers as much as I have, especially in the Zamansi era, yeah, you're kind of used to the CGI sparks. So it doesn't really bother me much. And I also love the music in this show. Like the opening, killer opening, just amazing. And just like hearing that during like fight scenes or like during the opening, like hearing the opening during the fight scenes, sometimes that's cool. I love the music. I like the sound design here. It's just like it flows together really well, especially Shikano's opening. With like not opening theme song. That's awesome. The great theme. Should probably make it. Probably do something about that later, but yeah, it's like pretty good sound quality, pretty cool effects, pretty great fight scenes, pretty great heroes, some pretty great villains, and some villains may not be great, but the designs of the show are awesome, especially the monsters of the week. They look really cool to me, and like the suits of the show, the kanji on the helmets. That's cool too. Love that. And I like the use of black instead of white with like the pants, I guess. Like the bottom part is not like like a color, their color, or like black. White, but it's still black and it's cool. And it's a cool thing that they chose to use black instead of white. They use white next season. And it's just like pretty cool designs altogether. So, all that said, I really do love Shinkenger. It's probably like it's pretty up there. I don't know if it quite tops Kira Major, but it's pretty good. It's pretty close, I'd say. And I just really enjoy the show. If you haven't watched it, go ahead and watch it. Hope I didn't spoil too much. Pretty sure I didn't. So even if you did watch this video, even without watching the show, you can still go in and still watch it and still enjoy it. So with that all being said, thank you all so much for watching. And like I said, if you like this video, hit like. Also, join the squad, join the Toku Nation. Hit subscribe. We're trying to get to 100 subscribers by the end of the year. I know I haven't uploaded in a month, but school and stuff. Still trying to work on that. But yeah, that's all. And until next video, I'll see you all next time. Peace.